Hey there, friends. Troy here. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. Today we're going to do some Soulshine work. And what I mean by Soulshine work is using some different practices and tools to cultivate some energy and some insight inside of us that we can then shine out. And we can shine it out, shine it forward to illuminate our path forward so we can move forward in an intentional, mindful way, and also to impact the environments and the people that we interact with along the way. And to do so in a way, again, that's intentional, that contributes to the world in a way that reflects our best selves. So, let's get started. Heyo! So, the first part of today's practice is to find your spot. And think about somewhere nearby that feels beautiful to you, that feels energizing, that feels good, where you go there and you're like, I'm getting some good vibes from this space. This is my happy spot. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? Just somewhere nearby. Could be inside, could be on a deck, could be on a patio. I love to come outside. Just find a spot. Literally, I'm walking around out here in the Valley of Silence about an hour since my last shoot, the first video shoot of this video. Trying to find the spot, right? I also have to take into account camera angles and lighting because I'm out here by myself trying to film this video, and I'm sitting on this cool tree right now. You can't really tell, but this huge tree that fell down, and I'm sitting on it. This would be a great spot to start. So this is where I'm going to start. Hit pause, find a spot that feels good, that feels inspiring, that feels energizing, and then come on back. All right, hopefully it doesn't take you an hour like it took me. Just find a spot. It doesn't have to be perfect, but that feels beautiful, that feels good, that feels positive, right? We're gonna feather our nest. So hit pause, come on back. All right, so we've got the spot. And we're gonna start by coming into a comfortable seat. So that might be, sitting on a chair if that works well for you. That might be sort of the, feet up and this. I'm gonna go with the classic crisscross applesauce. Now, don't worry, if I fall off this log, the earth will catch me. So I hope that allays your concerns that you may have had for my well-being. All right, so we're gonna start by coming into this space a little bit and just cultivating a little bit of awareness of right here, right now. And to do that, we're just gonna take a breath. In and let it out with a big sigh. Now, you've been breathing, presumably, your whole life, so nothing crazy or revolutionary here. Let's take the biggest breath in you've taken all day, really fill up your chest and expand your diaphragm and fill up your belly with air, and then we're gonna let it out with a big sigh, okay? Now, you're probably maybe all by yourself, and the advantage of that is you don't have to worry about what other people think about you. If you don't, I try not to. But just let it out a big sigh, all right? So a big breath in, and then with a big sigh, let it out. Do that a couple more times. Now, if thoughts come up about the past or future or somewhere else that's not right here, right now, that's all right. That's what your human mind does. It's really good at it. Comes in handy in a lot of situations. But for right now, we're going to simply notice when it's going somewhere else, focus on, turn our attention to our breath, and just come back. Deep breath in, let it out. Let's do a little environmental scan. Start with vision. If you're blessed with vision and have that privilege, take a little look around and see what you see. If you don't have that opportunity, use your mind's eye to visualize what's around you. And try to look up and look down and over your shoulder, up and over to the other side. Really take stock of what this space that you're in looks like. Maybe look at it and see something that you've never seen before, even if it's a place where you always are. Now use your ears if you're blessed with the sense of hearing to listen to what's going on in this space right now, right here. And if your mind starts to wander or think about something in the past, in the future, or something else not here, it's all good. Just take a deep breath to come on back and then tune into what your ears are hearing. Maybe even shut your eyes so you can really hear. In my case, the wind rustling through the leaves, the birds singing, some construction happening off in the distance. Just listen. Listen to the sound of your breath as it comes in, as it goes out. Now the last part of our environmental scan here is the sense of touch or feeling. What does this place feel like? Maybe you're not used to sitting crisscross applesauce on a tree and your butt kind of hurts. It is what it is. What does the temperature feel like? Is there a breeze blowing through your hair? What does your breath feel like coming in and out of your nose, on the bridge of your upper lip? What does it feel like to be in your body today, right here, right now? No judgments. Toxic thoughts arise, just notice and say, I don't need that thought. That's negative, I'm gonna let it go. What do your feet feel like? They're grounding down into the earth, or the sides of your feet grounding down into the earth? Can you feel the earth below you? Can you feel the sky above you? Take a deep breath in and let it all out. It's called lion's breath. One of my favorites. Again, kind of like Kiss, if you know the 80s band. That was the bajillion eons ago. If you know a lion, Lion King, or the zoo, or them to perhaps see them in the wild, I haven't. Big breath in and just let it all out. Okay, now we're gonna transition into just one yoga pose that I want to share with you today. If you have a yoga mat, cool. If you don't, that's fine. I'm not gonna use one. I'm gonna try to stand on this tree again. I may fall off. Let's do it. Alright, so on the day that I'm going to release this video out into the world will be the summer solstice, and so we're going to do a sun salutation sequence, what it's called in yoga, but you know, call it whatever you like. So we're going to start standing, and whether you're standing, wherever you're standing, if you have the ability to stand, ground your feet down into the earth, right? Or the tree, or your yoga mat, or the deck, or the stone, or your carpet, or linoleum, I don't know, wherever you are. Ground down and really feel yourself push down into the ground with your heels, with the balls of your feet, and just really push down like you're a tree trying to root down into the earth, maybe even wiggle a little bit to get those roots really down into the earth. And then from that strong base down on your feet, visualize, feel, imagine current of energy coming up as you extend the legs. Feel the energy tilt your pelvis forward slightly. Feel the energy coming up your spine. Roll your hands out like this. Feels good. And the energy coming all the way up. Imagine like there's almost a string pulling up the center of your head to really elongate your spine. And feel that strong energy. Can you feel your feet grounding down while energy extends up out the crown of your head? If that's too weird for you, don't worry. Just stand up tall and proud. Feel energized. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take an inhale and we're going to go up with our hands from this standing position. So take a big inhale and up. Take a deep breath. Look up. What's up there? And then with a big exhale, paint the imaginary wall in front of you with your fingers all the way down as far as you can go. Maybe it's to your hamstrings, or maybe it's just below your knees. Maybe your body's more of a flexible kind and you can get further down to your toes. Again, there's no judgment here. Something toxic comes into your mind about your body, say, I don't need that. Just let it go. Instead, just be where you are. Forward fold down as far as it feels good. You can bend your knees and get down close, even putting your belly onto your knees to get down lower. You're still pushing down with your feet into the ground. And let out all that air. And then a big breath in. In reverse, come all the way up, 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 up. Reach to the sky. I'm seeing the sun and the trees. Once more, come down. With an exhale. And inhale up. Let your air be buoyant and fill you as you come up. And exhale down, painting that wall. And with an inhale, come on up. Back to that original pose, what sometimes is called mountain pose. Arms out to the side, palms facing forward, shoulders rolled up and back, feet grounding down, standing tall and proud. Now we're going to do one sun salutation. It's going to take that move we just did going up and down, and then when we're down, we're going to step our right foot back and lower on down. Do what works for you. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You're either doing this or you're not. All right. So we're going to come on up. Then inhale, breathe in and in. And then come down, paint the wall. Blow out the air. Bend your knees as much as you need to get down. Then take that right foot. Kick it back like you're kicking someone behind you with your heel karate chop. Bring that foot down. If you can, look up. Fingers are down, supporting you. Now we're going to look down and we're going to push our left foot back. All right, so both feet are going to be back in a traditional plank pose, all right? If you got this, cool. You can lower down your knees if that's better for you. No right or wrong way to do this. And then, either from your knees or from the plank, we're going to lower all the way down. I'm kind of on the screen, so I'm going to pop up. And then raise up with your hands. And then come back down. Strong push-up either with plank or knees. And then we're going to push back into down dog. What's that? Put your tail up into the air with your arms. Yeah. And then look forward and step both feet forward. All right, so I don't know if you hung with me there. If I lost you, it's all good. So basically you're going up, you're going down, both hands down. One leg back, look up, and then the other leg back, so you're both back. You're lowering down, then you're raising up, you're bending your back, and then you're going down. Then you're doing a push-up, either with your knees down or up. Then you're doing down dog, sticking your tail in the air. Then you're standing both feet up. All right, so if that makes any sense, cool. If not, we're gonna do a sequence with both sides for a sun salutation for the summer solstice. All right, here we go. So, breathe up and just move down. Right foot back. Take an inhale. Back bend up. Into plank with your left foot back. Lower down. And up. Back bend. Push with those hands if you can. Down. Remember, keep breathing. Big inhale. With an exhale, raise your tail up into the air. Then step that right foot forward. And then the left. All right, we're just gonna take a deep breath and exhale down into the ground to catch up. Big inhale, up. Now we're gonna switch to the other side. Then we're almost done. Hang with me. Down. Left foot back. That's this one here. High lunge, or low lunge I should say. Looking up if you can. Right foot back into plank. You can lower those knees. And then with the big exhale, we're gonna lower down. All the way to the ground. And then raise up. And then down. We are doing it. We are doing sun salutations on the solstice. Down dog. Lift your tail up high. Adjust your feet if you need to. Now you can either step both feet forward or go back and try to float hop. I'm going to try that just because it sounds fun on this tree and I might fall off. Here we go. Back and with an exhale. Whew. Almost fell off, but I did not. Would have been fine either way. And up. Big up. Big breath in. All right, I've got one more for you. Just because I'm on a tree, we're gonna go for tree pose. So, balancing pose. If you fall over, the earth will catch you. It's all good. Remember to keep breathing. In fact, let's take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Deep breath in, long breath out. So tree pose. Left foot, ground it down. Really spread out those toes, right? And then you turn your right foot on your toes. You can come up to here. You can keep it down on the ground. You can come up to the side of your calf. If you're jonesing, you can come up to the side of your quad. I'm gonna maybe fall off the tree. All right. Now we're just gonna really ground down into that left foot, spread those toes, take a deep breath to find your center. Kind of imagine everything sort of pulling up into your abs, your legs pulling up into your center. Help stabilize you. Take a deep breath, come up. And just feel that breath coming in and out. Take a point out in the horizon and stare at it. That'll help you balance. Big inhale up, if you can. If you fall over, no worries. And we're gonna come back down. Now we're just gonna do that on the other side. So be that big, beautiful tree. What's your favorite tree? Mine is either the maple, the redwood, or the birchwood, maybe the black spruce. It's hard for me to choose. Ground that right foot. Really spread your toes. Feel it grounded down. And when you're ready, on an inhale, find your center, your calm kind of in your abdomen. And you can keep your left foot toes down. You can raise your left foot onto the side of your calf. Maybe if you've done that and you want to try for a little more, come here. Pick your point in front of you to focus on. Find your calm energy. Feel that energy coming up. If you want to, even raise your hands like the tree branch, blowing in the wind. Take a couple deep breaths if you fall. No worries. Just come back into the pose. Arms up on an inhale. On exhale, we can lower both feet back down. right. So now take a seat. Again, you can do crisscross applesauce. You can do hero pose on your knees. Okay, I'm gonna go for that here, kind of at a side angle. So we're gonna finish. Now that we've got the body moving, we freed up some energy, we found some center, we found some grounding. Don't worry about even thinking about it. What we just did there, whether you know it or not, probably just freed up some energy inside of you. We're going to close our practice with a few breaths. And notice how your body feels. Notice how your energy level feels. There's no right or wrong way to feel. Just feel how you feel. And as we close today's practice, I want to invite you to consider just 2 questions. 1, how do you want to show up today, whatever you're doing next? How do you want to show up in that space, in that place with those people doing those things? Not what do you want to do, but how do you want to show up? What sort of energy do you want to bring into that space? What sort of quality of energy do you want to bring into those spaces, into those relationships? And the second question for you, how do you want others around you to feel after interacting with you, being in the same space as you? How do you want others to feel? Take one last breath to seal the practice. A big breath in. Lift those arms up high, look up, feel that energy going up. And with an exhale, bring your hands down, maybe to heart center, maybe to the tops of your knees, to the ground. Well done. May it be so. My hope for you is that this time spent together was positive and that it perhaps cultivated some energy and intention for you moving forward the rest of the day. I know I had a lot of fun on this tree. I don't think I've actually ever done yoga on a tree before. It wasn't part of the plan at all. It just happened. And that's kind of, I guess, my closing thought. Plans are great. Life will unfold as it will, and I encourage myself and others to just be open to life as it unfolds. Feel that energy, that insight from within, and shine it forward. Trust yourself fearlessly that you will go where you are meant to be. Wow, that was deep. All right, folks, good enough. Let me know how this went for you. That would be awesome to hear. Take good care. See you next time.